The UAE pioneered the Middle East and GCC e-commerce industries. This is due to the country's technical growth. Consumers are spending more time on the internet and prefer to make purchases from the convenience of their own homes. The GCC e-commerce market grew to $28.5 billion in 2022, last year, led by Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Disclaimer: the financial, tax, and legal information provided on the internet is for general informational purposes only and should not be construed as professional advice. It is recommended that you consult with a licensed financial, tax, or legal professional before making any decisions based on the information provided on the internet. The information provided on the internet may not be complete, accurate, or up-to-date and is subject to change without notice. The owner or publisher of the internet content does not assume any liability or responsibility for any errors, omissions, or inaccuracies in the information provided on the internet or for any actions taken in reliance upon such information. The use of the information provided on the internet is at your own risk. What are the major types of e-commerce license in the UAE? 1. E-Trader license. The e-Trader license is for people who offer services in the e-commerce sector. The license is valid for people who live in UAE and the GCC. With this license, you are not permitted to open a store or a physical office. 2. Portal license. Portal license can be obtained by the expats and the non-residents of the UAE. With this license, you are allowed to commence an online business in the Emirates. In addition, you can, if you are selling products, services on your website, this license is for you. 3. Virtual company license. A virtual company license is useful for those who are conducting their e-commerce business from the other countries. However, with this license, you can only deal with advertising, designing, printing, and computer programming and related operations. How can you get an e-commerce license in the UAE? 1. Select your business jurisdiction. Start with selecting the business jurisdiction for your business. The major choices are mainland and free zone, both having their distinct set of rules. 2. Decide on the legal structure. UAE offers 4 types of legal structures for a company: sole proprietorship, limited liability companies, general partnership, representative branch office. 3. Pick a company name. Naming your business is a vital part of the process. You can choose a name that defines your business. In addition, the name chosen by you must abide by all the rules decided by the concerned authorities. 4. Apply for the license. Once you have a name and all the required paperwork ready, apply for the license. The license is issued by Department of Economic Development, DED. 5. Memorandum of Association, MOA. In case you choose to go for a mainland jurisdiction, then this step is required, otherwise it can be skipped for a free zone. Draft and submit a Memorandum of Association to the DED on behalf of your company and the sponsor, partner, or investor. 6. Set up an office space. Having a physical office set up in the UAE is essential for a mainland company. Choose and register your physical office in the UAE, registered in accordance with legal requirements. 7. Import and export requirements. Having an e-commerce license needs you to register with a port or customs authority. The UAE government will apply a 5% customs duty on the products. The free zone's e-commerce businesses are subject to import duty payments. 8. Open a bank account. Finally, open a business bank account in any of the leading banks of the country. The procedure is simple and quick. Pick a good corporate bank and open an account in accordance with the needs of your company. What are the documents required for the e-commerce license? Copy of passports for all shareholders. Copy of visas for all shareholders. An Emirate ID. A no objection certificate, NOC, and draft of the MOA, Memorandum of Association. What are the major challenges involved in e-commerce business setup? 1. Logistics issues. The region's massive trade obstacles make it difficult to deliver goods via logistics and online shops. These barriers might affect small e-commerce players because of high tariff rates, changing laws, and volatile currency exchange rates. 2. Payment gateways and logistics. Due to a lack of trust in online payment systems and internet fraud, users made 60 to 70% of their e-commerce transactions via the cash on delivery, according to an A.T. Kearney study. 3. The VAT structure. The implementation of VAT in the UAE has also posed a challenge to the e-commerce sector. Because most online transactions are dispatched from outside the country, the tax will be applicable not just to products but also to services. Many businesses fail because they don't pay attention to building great teams. The estimated cost for an e-commerce license in the UAE is approximates 6,000 to 20,000 AED. Then there is the cost of hiring human resource, infrastructure, working capital, fixed assets, marketing, and R&D. What does the law say about opening a bank account? Yes, like every other business in the UAE, an e-commerce business also requires a corporate bank account. Which are the most preferred locations to set up an e-commerce business in the UAE? The most preferred areas where you can choose to set your e-commerce business are Sharjah Media City, Shams; Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone; Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, DMCC; Dubai Internet City; Dubai South. Crypto accounting and tax AAT services worldwide believe that e-commerce business in UAE has a first-mover advantage. We say this because not only does UAE have a world-class digital and physical infrastructure for e-commerce businesses, but since UAE government is investing heavily into the metaverse, the first beneficiaries of the metaverse economy will be the e-commerce companies that have already established themselves as reliable brands in the United Arab Emirates. UAE is also developing laws and regulations, which will make it easier for businesses to receive payments in crypto too in the future. As UAE has invested heavily in blockchain infrastructure and encourages all types of fintech businesses. Dubai Commerce City is a free zone dedicated to support the growth of the e-commerce market in the Middle East and North Africa, MENA, region. It provides a unique e-commerce ecosystem to global and regional brands to help them set up and operate their e-commerce business in the MENA region. It offers pre- and post-setup support, fast and automated registration and licensing, pre-integrated and pre-configured e-commerce platform, smart and centralized customer relation management for a great customer experience, access to on-site ecosystem service providers such as payment gateways, marketing services agencies, call centers, web developers, and others, business support which includes networking events, talent acquisition and development and marketing management. Business incentives include 100% foreign company ownership, no corporate tax or income tax, 100% repatriation of capital and profits,